Hey YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. Today I'm really excited for us to do our first ever Zyia Active video on my channel. Now, if you're not sure what Zyia Active is, it's pretty much another savvy, so very overpriced activewear clothing like leggings and sports bras and tank tops. In a later live stream, I would love to go into the Zyia Active website and show you guys what the products are and the kind of prices. I'm really excited to watch this video, and as always, please let me know what you think about this down below.
To those who dream of finding balance in an active lifestyle.
They say,
So a woman is running up a mountain, which is great, good for you. That's really good for your body. You don't need to do that in Zyia Active clothing though. You could do that in like basketball shorts and a t-shirt if you want to.
that you are never too old to go out and live the life that you were meant to live. At the age of 64, I've lost 172 pounds. Even though you're proud that you've lost the weight, you also feel unattractive because of the excess skin. My Zyia rep helped me get the light and tight leggings. When I pulled the pants on and looked in the mirror, for the first time in maybe 40 years, I felt confident. And that emotion was powerful and so unexpected that I actually cried. And it was kind of a turning point in how I felt about myself. And I am so, so grateful because Zyia Active helps me do that every day.
First off, congratulations to her for losing so much weight. That's amazing and wonderful. And it also shows that just because you drop a significant amount of weight does not mean that you're automatically going to feel confident and happy in your skin. And it takes time and self-reflection and inner work to really get to that spot. And so congratulations to her. That's wonderful. However, in my opinion, it does not necessarily mean that Zyia Activewear was the one that helped her be confident, because she's the one who still had to look at herself in the leggings and say, I look beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm strong. And so I feel like this is a good example of how in MLMs, it's always the MLM or the MLM product that helps you transform your life, lose weight, be happier. And in this case, she's the one who, as I just said, looked at herself and felt happy and confident. And so I wish people would give themselves the credit and say, I looked amazing in these leggings, not these leggings made me look amazing. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And again, congratulations to this woman for losing weight. That's great.
For anyone who longs to have more control of their time.
I am now home with my children. I've been a nurse for a lot of years. I had lost hope of that ever becoming a reality for me.
You're not alone in wanting the power to create change in your life.
Zyia enables.
I have more time freedom in my 9 to 5 than majority of people do in MLMs. I've been sick and I've been able to spend my time the way I want to spend my time. I'm doing this video not because I have to, but because this is one of my significant main hobbies and I've missed doing it, and I decided, hey, I'm feeling a little bit better today, I can go do that. If I was in an MLM, I would be strongly encouraged to get on lives and all the team calls, because if I didn't do that, then I would not be a true business owner. And I really don't care about my business if I'm not working constantly, because they say you have time freedom, you have location freedom. But what that really translates into is that you can work anytime you want because you don't have to go to the office. So you work all the time. And then you have to also work wherever you are. So there's not really a time off. And so we know that only a small portion of people in Zyia Active, or any MLM for that matter, will actually be able to spend their time truly the way they want, and will not be encouraged slash forced to constantly be recruiting and trying to sell products.
enables people to be empowered. I started out as a potato farmer, and here I've moved all the way up to doing fulfillment for Zyia.
Though it can be difficult to believe.
Potato farmer, that's cool, bro. Like, why? And Zyia didn't do that. Zyia didn't help you expand your career. If you didn't want to be a potato farmer anymore, you probably, like, maybe you went back to school and learned some new skills, or took like a LinkedIn learning class, or you were dedicated. You worked hard to work your way up in this company, to expand your resume, to be open to constructive criticism, and you got this job. You improved your life. It's not just because of savvy. Savvy was the actual method you used, but it was all you, buddy. So please, please give yourself more credit. Also, they haven't really told us what Zyia Activewear is. It's just this woman running up a mountain so far, and a lovely story about how a woman felt more confident in the leggings. They're not telling us how we make money. They're not telling us that in order to make money, we need to sell a crap ton, and we need to recruit. We need to recruit. That's the main thing. Of course, in these MLM promo videos, it's never actually truly honest. It's always pretty pictures of nice nature, of a bunch of friends coming together looking cute, of, you will see in a minute, of like fun videos of fancy trips they go on, but it's never the reality that you're going to have to work constantly for who knows how long. You have to recruit. You have to reach out to your friends and family to start your business. You have to be selling constantly. You have to see everyone as a dollar sign. Of course, they're not going to say that, because if they were actually honest, no one would join this shitty ass company, in my opinion.
A brighter future awaits those brave enough to discover their unknown strengths.
Zyia has become my choice of activewear to wear during CrossFit competitions. We're doing a lot of different things with lifting, handstand walks, upside down, just a variety of things where the clothes have been awesome.
It's not even about selling at all. It's about sharing and community.
So she said something along the lines of, Zyia is great for those who are brave enough. And so, of course, people want to be considered brave and outgoing. And if you don't want to join Zyia, that means you're not brave. So join Zyia and be brave. We saw that a woman who does CrossFit says Zyia Active is amazing. I'm sure it is for CrossFit, but you can probably find other activewear brands that are going to stay up, like leggings that stay up while you're flipping around and throwing heavy weights in the air. So it's great that this woman found a brand that works for her, but I would rather go to a different brand that's not supporting an unethical business structure. And also, it's not about selling, it's about sharing and community. But I said this 1,000 million times, it's still selling. You are sharing for the purpose of someone buying or joining as a member of your downline. So it doesn't matter how you change things up in your mind. It doesn't matter what kind of toxic positivity methods you're employing to change your mindset. You're a salesperson, nothing wrong with that if you're just selling a product, but what makes this unethical is that you're also selling an opportunity where the vast majority of people aren't going to make any money, even though they do exactly what their upline tells them to do.
I've made lifelong friendships with these women that just uplift me every day. We talk about personal things, we talk about business strategy. It makes me feel good, and I love making others feel good too.
The biggest rewards lay just out.
See, and that's a way to draw in people who feel lonely and don't have genuine human connection. Maybe their best friend moved away. Maybe they're a single parent in a new city. Maybe they're a military spouse and they really don't have friends. And so for the low price of however much it costs to join Zyia, you can have a group of friends who you can talk to about your personal issues, so you can bond with them, so you become more dependent on your team for mental health support, and you just keep purchasing leggings, and then you can continue to be friends.
Outside our comfort zones, but there's no reason you have to go it alone.
Definitivamente yo he mejorado mucho porque Zyia me ha ayudado mucho a crecer, a creer en mí misma y saber que puedo ayudar a crecer junto con una compañía.
I was the victim of a hate crime near my home. I alerted everyone, my friends, my family, my coworkers. Zyia was one of the first to respond to me, and they started helping me immediately. I feel community, I feel light, and I feel like I belong somewhere working with Zyia.
Your future can be full of new friendships.
First off, that's really sad that he went through that. I'm sorry to that person. However, of course, Zyia supported you. I feel like any reasonable, decent employer would do that if their staff member was the victim of a crime. That's terrible. And it's great that he found somewhere that he feels like he fits in and that he's supported. However, you can get that in a lot of places. I know a lot of employers are not, it's not a great environment. People can be toxic, people can bully. However, it's not just Zyia that has this type of environment. And so you can be a corporate employee of Lululemon or any other clothing brand, and you could potentially find that kind of like moral support. What do you think about that? And also, I didn't say this earlier, but I do think that MLM relationships and friendships are transactional, and I wonder if these women in this company are going to be friends with each other once they move on.
Friendships, achievements, and experiences.
When I first started Zyia, I had no idea the impact it would have on my family. Maybe I'll make some money to do something fun. But shortly after, it became a family affair. And my teenagers started to help me. They were there to be my accountability partners. And later on down the road, my husband jumped in.
We've made some tremendous friends that we've been.
I don't like it when I hear that children help their families with the MLM. I've said this before. When you're a kid, you don't have a fully developed brain, and you don't necessarily know that this kind of business structure is really predatory. And if you grow up in it, you're not going to be able to critically analyze the information that you have access to. And it's very likely that you could also join yourself by the time you're 18, just because you don't know anything else. And so I really don't like it when I hear about kids of any age under the age of 25 helping with MLMs, or if you're over 18 being in one yourself, because when you're 18, you're theoretically legal, you're theoretically an adult, but I think you still have the brain of a child, in my opinion.
Been able to travel with. We've gone across the world. Zyia has impacted us in a very positive way by making relationships that don't just last for 1 or 2 meetings or trips, but for a.
See, they're on a beautiful beach. Like I said, you can't just sit there and say, to make money, you recruit, you sell product. This is how you sell products. This is how you advance in rank. Of course not. You have to talk about the warm fuzzies. You have to talk about how you're going to meet all these most amazing people. You are going to have life-changing trips and memories that last a lifetime, and you're going to have all this support. If you work in a job where you're paid for your time, you can save up money and go on trips yourself. If you can't afford to leave the country or leave the state, you can save up money and have a weekend trip at the beach an hour away and stay in a hotel and have a little mini vacation right near your home. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, in MLM, it's always the bigger the dream, the better. You cannot just dream to have nice staycations with your family or going down the road to the beach. You have to want to go to Bali or Hawaii, of course, because that's how people get drawn into MLMs, when they think that these big, amazing, fancy dreams are actually attainable for them.
A lifetime.
You can let others inspire you, and in turn, your light can grow brighter to inspire others.
Zyia has truly made my life brighter. I love seeing people come together.
This community, I can't
Ma'am, of course it's made your life brighter because you're the CEO and you make money off of all of these people in your company, and you only pay a tiny portion of them. And I hate it when I hear MLM CEOs say shit like that because they know what's going on. They know that this business structure is genius for the CEOs and the tiny portion of people who can actually make money in their company, and that the rest of the people are struggling. It's genius for her because she doesn't have to pay benefits or overtime or pay time off, and she only pays a tiny portion of people.
Express enough gratitude of how much joy and brightness they have brought to our life.
I've met so many new people. It's brought me out of my comfort zone more than I expected.
You can build a community.
Oh my God. You can get out of your comfort zone and meet new people in other ways. Say if you're an introvert or you're extremely shy, join a sports team. There are adult recreational sports teams, sports leagues everywhere. Join a club. You can join like a fun orchestra, like if you play an instrument. You can join a walking group. You can join a running group. I'm sure you can find those online too. You can do so many different kinds of things in order to get out of your comfort zone. You can take a language class. You can join an online club. You can join a book club. The list is endless. You don't need Savvy. This isn't Savvy, this is Zyia. You don't need Zyia to do any of these things, in my opinion. I've probably called Zyia Savvy a few times in this video. Sorry if I did. They're the exact same company. Isn't it funny that Savvy would always say they're so unique and no one else does anything like them? And then there's this company here that's exactly the same. They're the same.
And watch it grow along with your self-confidence.
Growth happens when you're uncomfortable, and Zyia makes me uncomfortable a lot of times when I'm in front of a camera, when I'm doing my reviews, whatever it is, but it has helped me to grow. It has helped me to dream bigger, to be stronger, and also to love all of my imperfections.
Zyia represents something different for each of us. An income, a community, a favorite legging, an opportunity, or a dream realized.
My life is brighter.
You're selling leggings. You're selling overpriced leggings, and you are recruiting people to be in a pyramid scheme. You're not changing the world. This is not a brilliant, amazing social movement. You're just not. That's not what's happening here. While you could help someone feel more confident by recommending a certain pair of leggings like this beautiful woman experienced, which I'm very, very proud and happy for her. But I feel like people can find that kind of experience with other leggings in other companies that are not an MLM business model. It's just leggings. It's just clothes. It's just clothes. You're not helping homeless people get off the street. You're not helping people get past drug addiction or gambling addiction. You're not saving someone's life. It's just clothes.
Because of Zyia.
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 Gracias, Zyia, por su apoyo.
And she's going to stand there and sniff the nice nature. And of course, you can only do that in Zyia clothing. You can't actually do that in like Walmart leggings, of course. So this is a little introduction to Zyia Active on my channel. Sorry if I've said Savvy a few times, but they're literally the same company. I would love to do some live streams on Zyia soon when I get my voice back and I can talk for longer than like 20 minutes. What did you think about this video? I think, of course, it showed the only way to be confident in yourself is in Zyia leggings. And of course, it's not you growing as a human and seeing yourself as beautiful that gets the credit. It's the company, it's the specific leggings, and you can find support and happiness through the community with Zyia, but nowhere else. And of course, Zyia is the only place that can help you get out of your comfort zone and develop as an adult, even though you can find lots of clubs and free or very cheap experiences that you can participate in throughout your community. So I'm a little jumbled. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear what you think down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!